If you watch The Lion Guard, the series is when Simba's son, Kion, starts his adventure. You could probably notice that The Lion Guard has moments that instantly remind us of the other iconic Lion King movies. Pay close attention because we will return to the past. Here are the 15 fascinating Lion King references hidden in The Lion Guard. Number 15, the beginning. Alright, I'm sure you didn't skip this suspicious similarity. The Lion Guard starts exactly like the first movie, with the legendary Circle of Life song opening. Simba and Kiara sit on top of Pride Rock, watching the sunrise together exactly the same way Simba once did with Mufasa. Later in the same episode, Bunga even went so far as to repeat Rafiki's presentation pose.
The perfect place!
So, we need to move from the peaceful note to something darker, because number 14, the scene of Hyena's ambush, hides another reference. When Kiara goes to meet Janja, believing he wants peace, but instead, they ambush her, and Kiara struggles to escape. But wait, when did we see familiar? It perfectly mirrors the moment when young Simba, Nala, and Zazu were ambushed by hyenas as well. Okay, Kiara, Simba wanted to protect you from repeating his traumatic cubhood, but Disney clearly had other plans. But Kiara isn't the only one who repeats someone's past, and it's bringing us to number 13, Zira and Scar. For us, Zira always seems like a female version of Scar, and in the one episode, even the Lion Guard seems to show this. When she speaks to Kion, her behavior makes us remember Scar or herself from The Lion King 2. For example, she plays with a jerboa to show Kion that lions are overall just as Scar once toyed with a mouse when he wanted to eat him. Later, Zira also flicks away crawling bugs in the same careless manner she did in Simba's Pride. But the most shocking reference comes when she surrounds Kion with her outsiders. Okay, but where could we see something like this? Well, of course, it's a perfect mirror of her unexpected ambush of Simba and Kovu in The Lion King 2. Further, we go for a heartbreaking part, number 12, the Wildebeest Stampede. When Janja's clan spies on a herd of impalas, the scene feels instantly familiar. The way the impalas rushed into the gorge closely resembles the stampede scene, where young Simba was trapped. Also, in some episodes, Kion even mirrors his father's expression during the stampede. So from there, we move to the tragic moment that made us cry. Number 11, Simba and Mufasa. When Simba just walks with family, a sinkhole unexpectedly forms and he falls into it. I think you've already guessed what it's like. Yes, it's absolutely identical to the moment when Mufasa fell from a cliff after Scar's betrayal. One of the most tragic scenes of all. Besides, in another episode, all Pridelanders celebrate his victory. One scorpion secretly stung him, and he fainted from its bite. The way Kion hugged his father was exactly the same as Simba did with Mufasa after Scar's trap. If you think no references can surprise you, let's move on to number 10, Simba and Bunga. They both literally repeat another iconic song, Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
But this time he sings it together with Bunga when they are stuck in the cave. Okay, after all, they both were raised by Timon and Pumbaa. In another episode, Bunga, together with Simba again, performs his brilliant song. All scenes quite suspiciously resemble young Simba's song, Can't Wait to Be King. When he is riding on the ostriches, it looks similar to when young Simba and young Nala also were riding on ostriches. But the Lion Guard still didn't finish with insane references. Because in number 9, like father, like son. Watch how Kion lunges at Janja to save Dogo, and notice Janja's shocked expression when he sees Kion jumping toward him. Also, when they tumble down the hill and Kion ends up pinning him, all of this perfectly recreates Simba and Nala's reunion from the first movie, where Simba did the same to protect Timon and Pumbaa. Well, Disney, I thought there was supposed to be Rani instead of Janja. Kion didn't stop repeating his parents, and in number 8, he and his guard unexpectedly became Simba and Nala. In another episode, the way the whole guard dresses up as adult lions is a clear reference to how Simba dressed up as an adult during the song Can't Wait to Be King. Okay, as we can see, it's clear who also watched the Lion King movies. Did you know who else took us back to the past? Rafiki. But this time, we move on to number 7. Rafiki remembered his youth. When Janja's crew was planning to attack, Rafiki just meditated, not suspecting what was coming. Of course, the Lion Guard arrived to protect him, but apparently, it was unnecessary. Because the way Rafiki fought Janja and his hyenas was exactly how Simba once fought Scar's pack. That's why they really needed help in that moment. He actually refers to this by saying these words: "It's been a long time since I embraced my inner warrior." I understand you, Rafiki. You always love to remember the Lion King during the series. Okay, song references still don't stop, because now we've got to check out this crazy one at number 6. When Janja sings about his evil plans, he stands atop a volcano, surrounded by his pack. Stop! When did we see the same picture? It's exactly similar to the way Scar sat on the peak of the mountain with his hyena army in the iconic song, Be Prepared. Okay, we understand Janja because he was kindly Scar's fan. It was incredible detail that nobody could skip, but what's also unskippable is a number 5. And it's even not about the scenes. It's about the characters themselves. We have Hyenas Trio 2.0. Did you even notice that Janja, Cheesy, and Chungu are literally the next generation of Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed? Scar's pack constantly chased young Simba and Janja's crew in the Lion Guard, never giving Kion a moment of peace. Janja is the leader like Shenzi. Cross-eyed Cheesy has his tongue hanging out like Ed. And Chungu is just exactly stupid like Banzai. There were too many moments when they copied their ancestors. Maybe they're distant relatives of the originals. Who knows? For now, we should pay attention, not just to Kion, but to his friends as well. Because at number 4, his guard makes some insane references too. When the vultures surround and attack Fuli as she lies exhausted on the ground, it mirrors the scene where the same vultures circle an unconscious young Simba in the desert, about to eat him, until Timon and Pumbaa come to the rescue. But in another episode, Fuli continues to copy characters, and this time, it's the second film. We see Fuli nearly get eaten by a crocodile. I think you've already guessed which scene this references. It's almost exact to the moment in Simba's Pride when young Kovu nearly gets eaten by the crocodile he's standing on. But after all, which character brings us more references? It's Zazu, and we go to a number 3. Zazu is in trouble. No surprise there. One day, it's the hyenas again, plotting something against the Lion Guard, and they catch Zazu for it, when they trapped him inside a ribcage and also used lava against him. Alright, it's similar to the one during Scar's reign, when he did the same ribcage against him. Oh, poor Zazu. How much has he suffered through all these movies and series? Speaking about Scar, we need to go back to the moment when Kion came to defeat his fiery spirit. Because number 3, the battle against Scar, also had suspicious references. When the Lion Guard arrived at the volcano, they were about to be surrounded by Scar's alliance, and they drove them to the edge of the cliff. So, does it remind you of anything? You've probably already been a guest. It clearly recreates the moment when Scar and his pack drove Simba to the edge of the Pride Rock. Well, time passes, and he doesn't change his schemes. And further, when Ushari tried to attack Kion twice, Bunga jumped on him to defend his friend. Wait a second, where have we seen this kind of defense before? It exactly recreates how Kiara also jumped on Zira to stop her from attacking her father. Bunga and Ushari also fall from a high top, resembling Zira's fall after Kiara's leap in The Lion King 2. After that, we all know Kion embarked on his journey to the Tree of Life, where he met his future beloved Rani. And that brings us to number 1. And you just couldn't miss this incredible reference. A scene that mirrors one of the most romantic moments in Disney history. After Queen Jana's death, Kion supported Rani a lot, and later they became closer. During their song Of the Same Pride, They just repeat Simba and Nala's actions from another romantic moment. Can you feel the love tonight? They acted just like each other, playing in the water, running, romantic hugging, and even visiting nearly the same locations during the song. Kion, I guess Simba perfectly managed to teach you everything. Did you catch nostalgia while watching The Lion Guard and noticing these references? Or maybe even bring a tear to your eye? Write your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. By the way, if you like this video format, don't forget to also check the video about 10 most dangerous villains Kion ever faced. I'm sure you will enjoy it. See you later.